Hey everyone, it's me again, and today I want to talk about a brand it's kind of like what I did with the FNAF thing with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We're gonna be watching a brand new movie coming soon, and it's another horror movie. It's because that's like the most interesting things that we have from now until December. I've been like looking to see if there's anything interesting, and I think that Saw X is the next best thing. And so I just wanted to talk a bit about my expectations for Saw X. Obviously, it's been coming from a really long line of Saw movies, and so there are a lot of expectations weighing on it. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong and go right with this movie. The Saw movie that I mostly think about is the first one. The first one did everything very right. It was smart, it was intriguing, and it was what everyone wanted to see in one of these types of movies. It was something that was very different from what we originally saw in a lot of different movies. And so it broke that type of standard and it became its own standard of gruesome, morbid torture techniques. And so a lot of people have enjoyed these movies a lot, and I have enjoyed a lot of them to a certain point. The issue that I have with the Saw movies is that you find out that the Jigsaw killer's wife was pregnant and then she lost the baby, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. You have this whole entire story arc that all of these characters go through, and the main detective on the role has changed quite a few times. Like, everything's just been going on with this movie, and we've had so many different iterations of it, which, like in the last movie we had the movie Jigsaw, which explains that the Jigsaw killer is most likely back, and it's now, instead of it following the actual scenes and the people that might be in it, it follows the detectives trying to find him. Kind of like the first movie did. The first movie was a very good movie, and I really liked it, but it was like the two people inside of the three people actually inside of the just small little room, and they had to figure out how to get out, and they were reminiscing on their life. One of them and so they figure out that in order to survive, one of them has to be left. It was really weird. It was really, the twist at the end when one of them just stays in there and then the other one dies, and the person that was supposed to be dead at the beginning gets up, and he's actually the Jigsaw killer, is really crazy. And that whole investigation that they were going through trying to find him, and the first 1, 2, 3 movies I could accept that. But now we're on Saw X. And if you don't know, Roman numeral X is for 10. So that means that at least 10 Saw projects have come out. At least. Which is insane to think about, thinking that these movies have been coming out since either early 2000s or even late 1990s. It's insane. And to think that these types of movies have still had the same traction that they've had, because I've seen Twitter or X blowing up on these types of movies, and I've seen a lot of people thinking that it might live up to the first one, or it might end everything that we know. And seeing the trailer, we see that the Jigsaw killer is actually back, the original one, which I think might just be a memory from before, because if I'm not mistaken, in one of those movies, he got sick and he died, or oh no, he survived that time. He actually did survive. I don't remember what happened with him, but the last few movies, it's just been his proteges doing pulling the strings and pulling the little dude with the little bicycle. I don't really know what's happening in these movies anymore, which calls for a big rewatch on these movies. But like I said, 10 movies on the same series at least is already pretty insane. But I will watch them, and they do have some very interesting ideas. You have the bear trap one that they put on their face. You have the shotgun roulette, as they say. And it really shows the ideas that people have and how people might be evil by nature. Some of them are good by nature, and how some people might just be that one little push away from doing a very bad thing that they might regret for the rest of their life, or they might just be thinking about themselves. It talks a lot about selflessness against selfishness, and I think that that's something that the Jigsaw killer does very well. Obviously, I do not condone his actions. I can't believe I have to say that. But what he does is terrible to these people. But like I said in one of my shorts, where some people actually agree with what this person does because he is trying to give people a brand new outlook on life. I just wish that it wasn't so traumatizing to these people to where now they need to pay for billions of dollars of therapy. Like I was saying before I went on to this whole entire side tangent about needing billions of dollars of therapy and what happens in the other movies, I think that this movie might live up to it. There have been a few years since an actual Saw project. Like we've had Jigsaw, which was part of it, but I didn't feel like it was that much of a Saw movie and more of a serial killer movie other than this one, where this one does go into more of the Jigsaw killer. And I hope that we do get to see an end to it. Like I said, it's been 10 movies. Hopefully they learn to end it. Kind of like Halloween ended it with first Halloween kills and then Halloween ends. Hopefully we get to see an end to this saga because it is time to put it down. And now after we put it down, we can see a different Saw franchise come up and something different. Not under the Saw name like we've had for the past the 15 plus years. I don't really know how long it's been. It's been a really long time. And I'm just really ready to see it be put down and just go on to the next one. I am excited for this movie and I'm definitely going to go watch it as soon as it hits theaters. But I am saying that I do want it to just get over with so that we can get on to the next niche in horror movies where a lot of people start to go watch that. And so now horror movies will probably start to focus on that. And this is definitely one that has been focused on heavily for the past few years. If you agree with me, which most of you might, some of you might not, then put it down in the comments below, hit the like button. And if you are new to this channel and this is the very first time that you are watching me, I don't know what you're doing. I have a ton of other videos on the channel that you can go watch right now or whenever you have any time. But you can definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you are notified of whenever I upload a video. And it's just a very good way to see if I'm going in the right direction. So I'd love to see all of you guys subscribe, but I know that some of you won't. You guys might not be convinced yet. It's hard to convince a lot of people. So you know what? Go watch a different video. If you don't like that one, then watch a different one. Maybe you'll like that one. But subscribe. Make sure that you do that. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one, actually. Peace out.